G'day guys and welcome back to my channel. Got a bit of an interesting one here. This is that dual tracking supply that I said that I was going to pick up. Nice and old school one. I've just powered it up off the Variac. Now it exhibits some strange behaviour, so just to show everyone what I've discovered from the start. Put on to independent. That is not on zero, that is on zero, that's below zero. I tried turning this, that doesn't adjust it, so there's something up with the panel meter there. Unless there's some negative offset to it, that's a possibility too. Anyhow, this side, the power supply side of things seem to work. It's just the panel meter. I think the panel meter's got problems, honestly. Either that or the measuring circuitry, but the constant voltage, oh man, I'm never going to be able to get that to stand up here. I'm sorry. Wait, can you guys see that? Right. If I start winding it up, it goes all the way up to like 31, 32 volts. It's a bit, yeah. Okay, that's just the pot. So that side works, but it's only reading 18 volts on the scale. Moving on. Now this side, as much as you turn it down, it only goes down to what suspiciously looks like a diode drop. Notice how if I'm scrolling it up, the needle's moving up really slowly. If I take it off, you see it's still going up. And again, it's off. That's at 30 volts, that's at 25 now. But look at this. Now I'm not going to keep doing that because I don't know what the electrolytic capacitors on the output are rated to, but one side of this, the voltage is, I don't know what's going on there, because it's like there's regulation, maybe there's something on the reference and op amp, I don't know. I'll fix it easily. It's a power supply. That side seems to be fine, but I just want to point this out too. If I've got voltage on this side, as soon as I put it into auto tracking mode, that dies. Again, one diode drop looking, which gives me a hint as to what's wrong in there. But anyways, don't know what to say. We've got amps. That does not change the output if we change the display. Not that it should. But so let's wind the voltage down to, oh yeah, that's right, the scale's off. 5 volts. I don't hear any taps changing as I'm turning this. Oh, it's only 1 amp, that's why. So, I don't know if I've got a blown fuse in here or not. Let's just see. Oh, so there you go. The current control works. Look at that. Quite nicely too. And it actually does display. Again, that meter's out. There's something wrong with that meter. So, okay, the left supply works perfectly. The right supply, let's see what it's doing current-wise. That's the other strange. Oh, can't believe I just did that. Well, I can tell you now. The current limiting circuitry works. I'm just going to set the voltage on this to 5. So it's weird, it works, but it goes up way too high at a point, and if you scroll it down and then turn it up fast, it doesn't go up fast, it slowly comes up, you see. There's definitely something wrong with the regulation circuit on that side. That's why I bought this in, because it's old school. 100% repairable, you can never go wrong with this. We'll do a video on that. I'm just doing this video now just to show everyone what's wrong with it. and then I'll put it on the bench, open it up, we'll take a look at it. Obviously we've got to fix a panel meter, we've got pots to clean out, and then whatever's wrong with the circuitry, we'll fix that, and Bob's your uncle. So that's at what, 5 volts? Oh, is this meter actually accurate? Yeah, this meter works. So the supply that's got something wrong with it is actually working fine on the meter. Alright, let's go back to 5 volts. Let's get a current. And let's start winding the current up. So constant current works too. That's really interesting. Can we go up to an amp? Just shy of an amp. Give it some more voltage. No, so that's interesting. 885 milliamps on that side. See, this side goes up to the 1 amp. So I think what I'm going to do, just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to leave this panel meter in here. I'm not going to swap them over or anything like that. I'm going to just fix that one. Because this meter already works, it's really easy for me to start working on that side of it and just use the panel meter that works, you know. So we'll have to fix that one. Because originally I was just going to swap it over and at least have one good half an hour, but no, I'll leave it in there because it'll make it a lot easier working on that side. Oh, sorry, there's one more thing I want to show you guys too. This is one more oddity. So, I do funny things sometimes. So anyway, there's current on both of them. And this is still set to amps. That's alright, I want to... Oh, yeah, there's a capacitor on the output. Alright. Man, I do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to... No. Alright, so check this out. Voltage there, right? As soon as I put it into auto tracking, hey, now that's interesting. Last time I did that, I had nothing but half a diode drop. I mean about a diode drop. Ah, see, it's just done it. Only when the voltage is above some point in auto tracking does it. Yeah, so one of those supplies is obviously buggered. All the pots need to clean, that panel meter needs fixing, that supply needs fixing. So we know what we've got to do. For those wondering, I'd say we've got a whole load of 2 and 3055s under here. I hate cheap and nasty caps like this. And I'm not really worried. I'm not going to put them back on. Oh, they're just glued on there. 2 and 3055. I don't even need to keep taking that off. Alright. How did I know? Wait, I received it like this. I didn't take the cover off. There's only one screw in the whole case. So I'd say Andy, I don't know if you can see that, definitely owns this before. And I'd say that the person that sold it to me didn't lie about where it came from. Definitely came from Telstra. It wasn't a full sale. They didn't say it was tested or anything. They just said that they had powered it up and it... Ow. That hurt. They powered it up and it was working. Yeah, this is going to be too easy to fix. Too easy. I mean, like, seriously, how can you go wrong with that? And if any of those, what are they? Duncan. If any of those multi-turn pots are gone, beyond repair, I've got them in 5K, 10K, 50K, everything. So, and they're 10-turn precision pots. Well, it looks like we have a couple of 741s, I'd say. Couldn't see them being anything else. Op amps. Need to get a light in here so I can see. Oh no, they're just transistors. Wait, is there more circuitry? Yes, there's a second board. Ah, yes, okay, I see the op amps. Yep, it's on the second board. Okay, that makes more sense. I was looking at the top here going, well, there's got to be more than this. And there is. Now, there's even a couple of old polystyrene capacitors in here. I like this. See, this is exactly why I bought this. There's absolutely no way you can't fix that, you know? Good luck with half the stuff these days. Well, I guess I'm going to start tearing it apart. Wow, these edge connectors. Yeah, these boards have edge connectors. Wow. Oh, wow, and they're a little bit oxidized. You know what? I wouldn't be half surprised if there's nothing wrong with this and it's just edge connectors and a recap and clean pots. Might not even have to recap. I haven't tested the caps yet. Yeah, a couple of them are terrible. I'm just going to give it a little wiggle. I just want to turn it back on after giving it said wiggle. And see. And this board-to-board interconnects. I do see a lot of discoloration around some resistors here. They look to be about 2 watt resistors. They probably look bigger to a lot of you guys, but bear in mind this thing's from the late 70s, I'd say, so parts were a lot bigger back then. For example, that huge looking capacitor is only 4.7 microfarads. Oh, and they're leaking to the shit house. Yeah, this definitely needs a recap. That power resistor's potentially got problems. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Whatever's bugged in here, we can change it. I have everything literally on stock or better replacements, you know. Like these op amps that have got the compensation capacitor. I've probably got better op amps with way faster slew rates and bandwidth than that don't even need a compensation network. So I'll definitely be able to bring this thing back to life. Probably with better performance than what it had. I'm also noticing that they might have made multiple different units that come out in different current ratings, but there is spacing for more capacitors in here, I'm noticing. So, what are the capacitors, just out of interest? 2500 microfarads at 64 volts each, I'd say. Yep, they're both 2500 microfarads. So there's only 5,000, what would you say, 4700 mic. There's only 5,000 mic of capacitance in here. Oh, you know what? It's only a 1 amp supply. I keep forgetting about that, eh? That's plenty for a 1 amp supply at 30 volts. Yeah. Okay. And there's 2 of them, so the ASA will be fairly low. Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to have to tear this thing down and just start testing components and replace everything and give it a recalibrate. So yeah, I'll just give you guys a quick look inside it because I'm not sure how well you can actually see from where you're looking. But this is what I meant in the other video when I said some beautiful old school electronics, when I was talking about buying this power supply. I mean, just look at the wire wrapping. It's just beautiful. Is that a cut wire? Yes, there's a cut wire there. Huh. Who cut you? Ah, oh, fucking hell, man. Sorry, excuse the language. I hate it when people cut shit. So, is that factory? Or has someone been in here? Oh, actually, there's a couple of cut wires up here too. You know what? I know it's going to sound funny, but there are unused connectors here, and there's so much wire wrapped up in this loom. There are unused wires end here and here, so there is a possibility that that's just unused from factory. They may have had the same wiring loom for like a couple of different models or something. Alright, well, and yeah, there's a second board. It's going to be hard to show you guys, but if you can just see down in there. I'll go the other side. Let me take this connector off. I could see on the other side of it, like underneath here on the second board, there's a couple of LM741 looking cans like that, but with all the extra pins, not 3 pins. Alright, so just a quick look at the front for you guys. It's made by Scientific Electronics, and it's a dual tracking 1 amp 30 volt supply. It actually goes up to 32, but yeah. Alright, stay tuned. I'm going to get this thing on the bench, tear it down and start testing and repairing it because I have an amplifier to fix. See you soon, guys. Right, so moving on, just an update. Sorry, I'm going to join this into the video that I just ended because after I took those edge connectors off and put them back on, I turned it on just to see what would happen. And for the first minute, when I turned the voltage up, it actually worked. It wasn't like slowly going up on its own. And then all of a sudden it went back to doing that again. But I managed to zero out the panel meters. And the panel meters work perfectly. The reason I know this is I turned it on, I turned this up. Now, there's something wrong with the actual circuitry that feeds the panel meters, and I can prove this, but because you see it will go up and it will kick back. Right, so I'm going to do it now. Oh, yeah, see? Alright. So you can only go up to like a certain point before it kicks back. Anyway, just thought that was interesting. Anyway, what I did was I measured the voltage on this meter, and when it was almost at full scale, it was like 90 something millivolts. So it's 100 millivolts full scale. I measured this meter when the voltage was turned all the way up to 31, 32. It only had 67 millivolts going to it. And what's more, like I pointed out, I've zeroed the meters. If you look, when it's off, it's on 0. When I turn it on, it goes back. So my initial guess about there being negative offset on here was correct. There is. because I've managed to zero both the meters perfectly and they both function perfectly. So that's the meter problem solved. The pots only take a minute to clean. And I guess we're going to have a lot of leaking capacitors to change. I'll probably change a lot of the caps in here, maybe even these bigger ones. I mean, I want to get it as low noise as I can get out of it. So if I've got better low ESR caps, I will put them in there. But I dare say we're going to have a few resistors that have drifted way out of value due to heat or part of the circuit failing and putting too much current through them. We might have 40 op amps. There's a lot of capacitors that are in there that are buggered, and these edge connectors and the plating on the boards just, I don't know if you can see, some of the pins are shiny and some of them are all black. None of them are really nice. So yeah, also this 1K resistor here and here, in my opinion, they get way too hot. They are 8-watt resistors, so they are designed to get hot, so it might be normal. A lot of older stuff was designed like that. But yeah, we've got a little bit to look into. Alright guys, I'll see you on the bench soon. Stay tuned.